And today, guys, we have the newest, the coolest 1.19 beta out now, guys. Mangrove Swamps right here. How cool is that? We got the Mangrove. Check it out. Hey there, guys. Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, guys, coming to you from, yes, that's right, the new Bedrock beta 1.19.0.20 out now. The preview's not out yet. I was gonna try to do preview for this video, but it's not out yet. So we're in the beta. Like it. So consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you enjoy this sort of content. And yeah, we talk about the updates every single time they come out. Nice and fast, nice and quick. This one, big one, is the mangroves and the block it entails. Guys, sorry about my throat. I do have a little bit of a throat infection, but I sound pretty good, actually, the way I look at it. In addition, Key Lynn, happy birthday. Coming up this weekend, turning 12. Big shout outs to Key Lynn. Gotta love it. Okay, so let's go in here. So the new blocks are over here. I'm going to go over the changelog right here, but basically let's do a fast look. These are the new mangrove swamps. They're going to give you a whole bunch of different mangrove wood items, mud, and mud items as well. So you can see a few of them quickly right here. We have the logs, the leaves, the roots. In addition, we have the sapling, which has a different name. Yeah, we have a weirdo villager. We got mud here, all the different types, in addition to the things made out of mangrove wood. So I'm going to read the changelog. It's a pretty good one. I'm going to try to be quick. If you like it, look, it just jumped in my boat for no reason. And yeah, if you don't want to do it and you just want to look at the stuff, just skip by what I'm doing here. It starts with this tweet from J Mega Spud. Looking good. Haven't seen him tweet out about the betas in a while, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so we go like this: Minecraft beta and preview. Mangrove Swamps features and bug fixes. Got to turn on your toggle, guys, if you want the wild update features. Wild update features. Oh, I guess look at that, Skippy. Shame on you. You no longer need the toggle to be enabled. So that's because they've turned it to 1.19. That's on me. My bad. I'm sick, guys. Come on. Wild update features no longer. Added new wild update splash screen text. Added new wild update loading screen tips. Mangrove swamp biome, they added it. They added the mangrove tree, the mangrove popugule base functionality. That's basically the sapling for the mangrove. Added mangrove roots and muddy mangrove roots. Added the all new mangrove wood type. So you know what that means: doors, fences, all that stuff. Mud is now in the game, guys. They added mud related blocks and the recipes. Implemented mud walking and sinking. So I think there's going to be a quicksand effect to the mud. We will test that after we go farther into this. Mud block, added base mud block functionality, added mud block sounds, added mud block renewability. So you should be able to get more. I guess you would be able to create more mud moving forward. In the background, I'm seeing like cats and frogs and bees, and oh my goodness. So packed mud is in the game. The LA can now be leashed if it's already holding an item. An LA can now be named by a name tag if it's holding an item. LAs now have initial sounds. LAs now move slower when not attempting to follow its owner. They were so freaking fast. I'm not even joking. I tried to take a thumbnail picture for one. I'm like, oh my god, I just looked, I googled it, and I think it was not even a real LA that I used in the thumbnail. I don't know, but they were so fast. LAs now move slower. That's it. Simple as that. Frogs could no longer croak when they are eating mobs. Gameplay changes. Fixed a bug where wardens temporarily could not miss noticing vibrations, and LAs could miss noticing that no blocks were being played. Stopped warden from getting angry at itself and inanimate mobs. The darkness effect is now black distance fog, similar to how the blindness effect works. So that just means basically there's going to be a black at some point. So basically you can't see all the way. It's going to just black out at some point in time. Parrots now imitate the warden. That should be interesting to hear. The warden has an angry listening sound. The warden now has updated sounds and custom death and hurt sounds. The warden, to preserve anger level towards despawned entities, fixed eroded badlands biome placement error that caused it to degrade. That's the next word, is degrade. I know I don't have it on the screen, but I remember it. And yeah, Skulk Sensor changes. They got to fix those up to make the warden work properly, I guess, moving forward. Skulk Sensors can now detect a wider range of vibrations. They can detect players sneaking on top of them, but they cannot detect players shooting an arrow while sneaking. They also can detect players following in lava, also players sneaking in water. In addition, Skulk Sensors can now detect landing projectiles. So I guess if you shoot an arrow, they can detect containers being opened or closed. They can detect candles being placed, lit or unlit. and they can detect players eating food or drinking potions. Skulk Sensors can now detect goat horns being played and big drip leaves changing their state. Accessibility features: there is now a darkness effect, a strength slider in settings that allow you to change. So basically you can even slide it up. So is the darkness really bad? Not bad. Graphical fixes: fix a texture bug in the Warden's bioluminescent texture where the right arm's bottom face didn't have bioluminescent colors. Updated JSON schema to allow distance fog settings. My voice just cracked there like a teenage boy. Allowing nearby blocks to also be tinted with fog color. Adjusted added adjustable fog effects that can be expanded or shrunk over time. Users will get a sense of eyes adjusting when going into water. Mobile touch controls, guys, this has been a big thing as of late. Block highlights will no longer stay if player lifts their block breaking finger off the screen while still using a second finger to move around with the non-classic touch controls. Fix an issue where boats were not controllable in the new touch system. And fix an issue where players were not able to descend while on top of scaffolding. Removed inversion of movement when in front-facing third-person camera. General changes, guys. Fixed a bug causing the parrot's head to always face a player when riding the player. Fixed a bug causing player to take fall damage after getting into a bed while falling. So if you were to try to like jump from the sky and hit a bed, you would take the fall damage anyway. Fixed a bug causing baby llamas to fire llama spit from above their head. So interesting, better aim now. Fixed a crash when loading a behavior pack with a non-JSON object in entity components. All technical jargon right there. Fences and walls no longer connect to bells. So bells will just float, I guess. We're gonna check that maybe. Remind me. Nobody can, but hey, why not? Graphical changes: fixed a bug where the trident, bow, spyglass, crossbow, shield would not be visible when held by an allay. Fixed a bug where the trident, bow, spyglass, crossbow would not render when picked up by a fox. Mirrored the spider's left legs. Mirrored the wolf's left ear and left legs. I guess these are all just making it symmetrical. It sounds like you're making it symmetrical. I don't know if that's what you're getting from that too. Fixed a bug where the brewing stand's arm texture did not match the base. Moved the brewing stand's base UV and updated the base texture. Fixed the brewing stand's arm rotation. Updated block textures. Created a better transition between end portal frame side texture and the end stone. Removed unused pixels in the end rod texture. Updated the mycelium side texture to match other dirt base textures. Graphics changes: fixed a bug where end crystal beams would not point far above their target block. Fixed a bug causing Z fighting to occur on the bottom of a player's head while wearing a skull. Changes to mobile controls right there, in addition to some wandering trader changes here. The wandering trader no longer opens and closes doors. It now randomly moves around. It now matches Java Edition's drinking sounds when it drinks its potion at night. Wandering Trader now has disappear, reappear sound effects when gaining, losing invisibility. The Wandering Trader can now be named with a name tag. This will not prevent it from despawning. So that's weird. I feel like I only ever use the Wandering Trader when I play modded Minecraft because it always has like the primo, and I always name tag it and it always stays. But I guess maybe it can leave in Bedrock. That's odd. I'm going to look into that. Stability and performance changes: cleaned up leftover biome block light memory when leaving a world. Fixed a crash that could occur when lightning hits a lightning rod in certain scenarios. User interface changes and villager changes. Added appropriate messaging when there is no internet on Xbox. Villagers no longer begin sleeping when riding something near a bed. In addition, there's some technical changes right there. I will allow you to read them yourself, and we will look at the mangrove. So this is the mangrove swamp right here. You can tell it's a pretty thick kind of swamp. There's a lot of stuff in it. We're gonna have non-stop mangrove roots right here. The mangrove wood is probably likely going to be in the middle right there. That's an oak log, so that's kind of weird, isn't it? I feel like there's a mangrove log, so maybe they're still making the game. Oak log. So in my actual inventory here, we have mangrove logs. I'll show them to you over there, but mangrove logs do exist. We have the roots, we have the leaves, the mangrove. Let's go up in the sky and you can see it looks super cool. I really like it. This one's not that big. They're not exactly the most common biomes to find. I just looked on Twitter and someone wrote a seed and I followed it. It's 1022, I'm pretty sure. And you can see the coordinates on the screen. And yeah, this is actually a super cool area if you look at it, because there's like a village there, there's a village over there, there's a witch hut in the middle, and there's all this creepy weird you know, stuff over there. So let's go over here and look at the exact things that they actually added into the game. So there is Mangrove Wood. So that's the only thing that I was saying is I'm kind of thrown off by, because this is it right here. So a mangrove log, you would think that the actual mangrove trees were made out of mangrove logs, but maybe they're going to switch that in at some point in time. I'm not sure. It's super weird. In addition, of course, we're going to have the roots and the mangrove leaves. Those are already there. So easy as that. We have all the different mangrove items right here. I mean, technically, I could just put mangrove. Yeah, mangrove. And you can see them all right here. Slabs, trapdoors, boats, pressure plates. This pressure plate just looks exactly like oak pressure plate, so I think that's kind of weird. The sign has a unique color, but this guy here, the propagule, you're gonna want to take a look at that. So basically, it's sapling. That's basically what that is. It's just a sapling for the mangrove. I already did one over here, and yeah, you need dirt to put it in. And yeah, so you could do this, you can bone meal it, and there you go. So I feel like there's a glitch. So now, is this oak or is this mangrove log? So this is a mangrove log. So I think maybe it's made to be put at dirt in the bottom of water like this. Yeah, so now when you do it, and there you go. So now you got kind of like a mangrove tree. How awesome is that? Super cool, super cool. Our mangrove boat, and now mud. So mud is going to be a thing. So from what I understand, you can see that something happens. You sink a little bit. So this one right here is mud. This one right here is muddy mangrove roots. And this is packed mud. So I'm thinking packed mud is normal. Feels normal. These are packed roots, but I think this one here, see how you sink right down in it? So there's going to be an effect to that. Let's see if we can do a little something. Yeah, you kind of slime down. I don't know if I'm actually sinking. I don't feel like I'm sinking. So you just sink down a little bit, and then when you sneak, yeah, pretty interesting, pretty cool. Yeah, what was the last thing? Bell. Guys, that's the one. I wanted to test this out. They said bell doesn't attach to fences now. So I feel like that's weird. I don't know. I feel like I'm used to seeing them kind of on top of fences. Yeah. So it's weird. Look at that. That's the new thing. So it does, but the actual bell doesn't. So maybe the actual, yeah, there's like a see-through. Maybe the bell actually went right through. How cool is that? Guys, Mangrove is here. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I like it. It's pretty cool. This one, like I said, isn't too big. I think perhaps they got a little bit more work to do. It's not that easy to go through. In addition, I feel like they might have used oak wood in place of this, because the other thing that I'm noticing is there's a lot of bees nests in them. So I think that's what happens is when you put this much oak logs, something about the bees nests, they're going to spawn with oak logs. Something going on, because what I did notice is after this one here, when I was standing right back here, is there's a lot of bees in there. You can see the bees nest, eh? There's a bees nest. There's a bees nest. And there's a lot of bees and bees nests in here. So I think it has to do with the oak wood and something in the algorithm that tells it to spawn, you know, X amount of bees nests for X amount of oak logs. And yeah, guys, mangrove wood, mud, all that stuff. Guys, catch you on the next one.